Today we're going to be talking about Milo. Milo is an incredible student with an exceptionality, including attention deficit hyperactivity disorder and high functioning autism. Now in the classroom, the way this looks typically is a short attention span, me constantly having to redirect and make sure that Milo is on progress because they tend to get easily distracted by themselves, by their own other thoughts, by peers, by the technology, by the posters on the wall, bright colors, loud sounds, so on and so forth. However, some of the areas where Milo excels is anything creative. Milo is constantly doodling and then looking at these doodles as reference for memorizing notes, which is incredible. Creating characters that are similar to the ones we're reading about in order to empathize and relate to the characters, and takes very unique and creative ways in order to get to the same goals as the rest of the class. That being said, some areas for growth include analytical reading and writing, as well as some more professional skills like organization and planning, self-discipline, time management, so on and so forth. Now, here in 12th grade English, some of the things that we do is interpret and analyze literature, including plays, poetry, novels, nonfiction. And then we demonstrate our comprehension through a variety of projects and assessments, from small quizzes to creative projects where we're creating our own rap music videos and making cakes that represent themes and symbols and motifs, to creating our own short stories that reflect the plot of the stories we've read. And these are some of the areas where we really see Milo shine. Now, speaking of what we do in class, I'd like to talk about some of the things that we have seen from Milo as a student as far as progress. Now, the way things are broken up is basically writing, assessments, participation, projects and essays, and reading. We have seen a 15% growth increase for Milo in participation. In the beginning of the school year, Milo would sit in the corner and be withdrawn, not want to participate, kind of daze off into space, and not really want to contribute much to the Socratic seminars. However, we've seen that after reading some materials and having some fun projects, Milo's always eager to contribute to the Socratic seminars and discuss their thoughts on the material. So seeing this increase in participation has been awesome. However, we have seen a 15% decrease in Milo's reading. And what this means is that Milo is finding it more and more struggling to stay on pace with reading the same amount of material as the rest of the class. And so what we have developed is a system of smaller sections are being assigned, and then we will check in more often than I would with the rest of the class, and make sure that Milo has annotated and read those sections. Next, we're going to be talking about the strategies used in class in order to aid Milo's learning. They all come from a theory called universal design for learning, which is the idea that all the students in the classroom are being thought of while I am modifying and accommodating the lesson plan, and every single student in the classroom is going to benefit from these accommodations rather than just the few with the exceptionalities. So the three strategies are: we are using modern references like memes and YouTube videos and such to help the students relate to the material, and we have a weekly meme where students create their own meme about the material they've learned and helps them think of the material in a fun, creative way. The next strategy I like to use with Milo is I will have Milo submit a video essay rather than an analytical essay for some of the smaller projects, because this way I can still evaluate whether or not Milo has understood and interpreted the material, allowing Milo to demonstrate those analytical skills just in a different format. And lastly, Milo uses the class tablet, or we use an Amazon Fire tablet, where Milo can zoom into the material and see fewer words on the page, which is less distracting, use highlighting and annotating tools as we're reading along as a class or as they're reading independently. And this has really shown to be successful in Milo's ability to keep up at the same pace with the rest of the class. Well, thank you so much, and I look forward to watching Milo continue to learn.